We are belly up. Week 18,
Flop.
baby.
Flop your belly on the bar. Flop your titties on the bar. This could be, I don't want to sound like a pessimist, this could be the final belly up of the year.
It could be, might not be. We'll see. We're going to worry about that later. We're not going to think about horrible thoughts like that. We're going to think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts on this beautiful Week 18. We got Dave in the house, Justin, Davey. Hit that like button as you come in.
Like Betton. Yes, hit anything you can. Vikings, Lions. This is the second time we played them in 3 weeks. First one, despite losing half our damn roster, the Vikings took it down to the wire. So will we see another thriller again, this time in Detroit?
Well, we're still down half a roster and even then some, which we will definitely talk about. So everything is pretty much stacked against us.
Again, but it's the Minnesota Vikings. You just never know what the hell is going to happen when they take the field. So crazier things have happened for this team to somehow back into the playoffs with their pants down, bent over, and their cheeks spread would not surprise me.
Bare buttocks, just like Mike freaking Honcho.
Mike freaking Honcho. Look at Dirk Diggler in the house.
And hold on.
Are you going to write a little story? Love to hear it.
This is my daily journal entry.
Oh, wow. Davey says anything's possible. He knows it. Oh, Gary Balser's in the house. Gary, how are you doing?
What up, buddy? Skull, we
chilly.
might just win today. Belly up on D's nuts, says Dirk Diggler. We'll give her another minute here before everybody hops in. He's got Harrison Smith and Troy Polamalu's stats very similar. Very similar. Old Troy boy's got a Super Bowl, though. He might have a couple.
Yeah.
How many he's got?
I don't know, probably like 2 or 300.
I don't know if he's got 3. But...
Yeah,
JST Jr.
Will this be Harrison Smith Jr.'s last game in purple? Will it be Danilo Hunter's? A lot of guys who could be saying goodbye today, at least on the field.
Yeah, and there's probably going to be a lot of shitty players on the Vikings that this will be the last game, and thank goodness for that. But Harrison Smith, woo, soak it in today. Soak in 22 out there and run around his ass off in purple because other than this, it might just be replays and wonderful highlight videos.
And I hope he makes a big play. Let's have him make a play. He's due for a big play. I'd love to see nothing more than a Harrison Smith pick 6 or strip sack, something like that, something big. Go it on a high note. We're always going to remember you, but let's remember you with a little extra something.
Little extra something. Pick 6, and my pants are hitting the floor.
Ooh!
He gets a pick 6. Lupicus is going to see my appendage during the game.
I've seen that thing plenty of times.
It's not end of the world as we know it. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about some Vikings, Lions. Let's start with the inactives.
Let's start with the inactives. Let's start on the Lions side. We'll save the Vikings for last. Wide receiver Jameson Williams, the guy we could have had. We took Lewis Steen instead. He is inactive. Quarterback Hendon Hooker, tied to the Vikings last year in the draft. He is your emergency quarterback for the Lions today. Cornerback Stephen Gilmore, defensive end Charles Harris, defensive end John Kaminsky, and tight end Brock Wright are your inactives for your Detroit Lions today.
Don't care. They got some guys back, too, in their secondary. Nick Mullins lit them up for 400-some yards last time, but it might be a different story. The Lions' pass defense is poopy, but they did get some big boys back.
Yeah, I think C.J. Garner-Johnson's back. That's a big one. I know he's back, so we'll see what happens there. Let's go to the Vikings side, the one we all really care about. This is horrifying. Cornerback Mekhi Blackman and cornerback Byron Murphy Jr. both inactive, which means starting quarterbacks Caleb Evans and Andrew Booth Jr. Am I correct?
Sounds right. Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams gets a ton of run out there when these guys are hurt too. But yeah, that will probably most likely be our starters. I look forward to Andrew Booth.
I do too.
Will definitely be in the mix there.
I mean, he's great and out well. And I actually read somewhere that Cam Bynum played a lot of corner last week. I didn't notice that as the game was going off, but apparently he did. So maybe we see more Cam Bynum playing some corner too. Jaron Hall demoted to your emergency quarterback after his horrifying performance, horseshit performance against the Packers. T-Bass's boy Theo Jackson is inactive. Guard Ed Ingram, our starting right guard, our starting right tackle Brian O'Neill inactive, and defensive lineman Ja'Kalen Roy. So that right side of the line is horrifying.
Yeah, the right side of the line. Holy shit, it's going to be Q-Bear and Blake Randall. So
I believe so.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I never thought the day would come where I'm upset that Ed Ingram is not playing, but damn it, he has earned for us to be upset. He's had a pretty damn good year So
Yes.
ouch, ouch, ouch. Nick Mullins is going to be on the ground a lot.
Yeah, roll him left a lot
I don't know
today.
if he can roll left.
I don't know. It's not a good side.
I don't think he
for him
can
to do that.
roll. I think he just kind of drops back and that's it.
Oh, quick release. Get that thing out quick because it's going to
Quick
be
release like
disgusting.
Lepagus, Tuesday afternoon.
Anytime.
Oh, all right. So yeah,
why beat around the bush?
Why beat around the bush? So yeah, Vikings definitely have it way worse when it comes to inactives. Everything's stacked against us, but you know what? We'll see what happens. Let's talk about, or go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and now we're going against the Lions team that's still pissed off. Even though they can still get that second seed, so they have something to play for, and they're so mad about this game, the way the Cowboys game ended. So this is going to be an inspired and fired up Lions group, and a Lions group that's a better team and also a healthier team.
Davey says Mullins should strap an air mattress to his back. I bet Davey's woken up on a few air mattresses back in his day.
Hell yeah.
And Lions have got something to play for. They do. I think it's a crapshoot, but they have a chance to potentially get to number 2, right?
I believe so.
I think a lot of shit has to go down. Number 1, they have to beat us, which will probably happen. Also, Packers. If we win, we put a little bit. The Packers, if they win, they're in. But if they lose, they need a lot of help. One being the Vikings losing. So a little extra motivation to root for those Vikings, even though you want that draft pick.
Of course, you're going to root for the draft pick. And let's talk about that. That's a good segue there, One Bar. Rumors coming out today that the Vikings are willing to give up the farm, like this crazy deal to go up and get Anthony Richardson. And that was from 23 to would have been what? He went 4th, I believe. So the Vikings are willing to do that last year for Richardson. It may not matter where we end up in the draft because they're going to go up and get the guy they want, at least try to go up and get him.
Yeah. Everybody thought, it's who did they say we wanted? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
That was probably bullshit. Richardson seems to be their guy. So, I fully expect them to get their quarterback. And we might not have a draft pick for 8 years, but who gives a shit? Let's get 90 this year. Let's go up and get them. The thought of us giving up the farm to go that far for Richardson, I can't even imagine what that haul was. I can't even imagine.
It had to have been
3 first-rounders and God knows what else.
I'm guessing a player, maybe Hunter would have been. I don't know who it would have been. Some player that would have been involved too. A high-end player that we have. So we only have a couple of those. So, and then
T-Bass thinks that the source is going to call him and let him know. Hey, is this T-Bass? Hey, that's why we talk. That's why we talk about all this stuff because it's fun.
It's fun, and it's just weird that also now it's Richardson when 6 months ago it was Bryce Young. So who knows? No Bush with Happy Nuts. Well done.
No Bush.
Real nice.
Any Bush is bad Bush.
And speaking of Happy Nuts, we're gonna give away their new trimmer here. Probably maybe Tuesday, Monday. We're almost there. We're almost ready.
Yes, and for the post game, make sure you join us for that. Like I said, most likely the last post game of the season. So we're gonna be doing some One Bar and Lepagus giveaways during that as well. So get your asses on that thing. But Anthony Richardson. It's fun to think about, his season was cut short. We didn't get to see entirely what he brings to the table, but when he was out there, he looked pretty damn good. I bet he's going to be one hell of a quarterback in the league.
He did. I'm sure he'll be just great. Colts getting another great quarterback, and we'll see what we do. We'll get ours. this year, guaranteed. So we'll see where we're picking. We'll be on tonight, obviously, when that draft pick is locked on, and do a video on that for sure. No way in hell we won't be.
So in the comments, let's see it. If you're here, hit that like button. In the comments, one final thing, are you rooting for the Vikings to win or lose? And I'm sure I can only assume where this is going to go. I got a good hunch. Comments, win or lose, just W or L. That's all you got to put.
What if they want to write it out though?
They can put whatever they want.
Do you want the Vikings to win or lose? Let us know. We'll take a quick little poll here.
Love to see it.
Big Mo in Arizona. That's a new one.
Cheers, Skull. Win, says Davey. I like your style. I like his style. Kevin Seifert put out a tweet basically putting out there, not only does it improve the draft pick, obviously it improves the strength of schedule if you finish last. So there are a lot of things. I mean, is everybody who wants us to lose and have some little Sally schedule next year, you got an angle. Win. A lot of wins. Mud.
I haven't seen a loss yet.
Old Mud might be one of my favorites.
Old Mud.
Is there new Mud?
I don't know.
Mud on the Pud. I know there's mud on the Pud sometimes.
Anybody see the video of the guy who jumped in the Bass Pro Shops pool?
Yeah,
Apparently,
he was missing his parts.
he was missing his male parts. There was no mud on that pud.
No
There was no
L's.
pud.
There's no L's. T-Bass, he changed his tune or he's messing with us. I don't know what happened there.
I don't. I think he's maybe playing with us here. He's been way more positive today than I was expecting.
Well, his comment is right. I finished the year strong. Why not? I mean, Jesus, you don't want to lose the Lions. You don't want to lose and give the Packers an extra shot to get in the playoffs for some reason. You just don't want to lose in general. Let's go.
Well, you don't want to lose 4 in a row to end the season, 3 of those being division games. I mean, that's not the way you want to finish. That's not the way you want to build into the future. And I know it doesn't really make a lot of sense to win as far as draft picks and strength of schedule, but let's fucking win. Let's just fucking win.
The angle as far as player or people that want us to lose, which again is fine. If you want us to lose, it's fine. We're not going to piss and moan about it. But like, if this was more like Kevin O'Connell's 3rd year and you just want Kevin O'Connell gone, you want us to get blown out. That's a little bit different. I mean, like Kevin O'Connell's coming back. Kwesi's coming back. So we might as well go on a good note and just win. I mean, get it going. I mean, what's the point not to?
All right, well, let's talk about how we get that win. What are some things the Vikings have to do to actually shock the world and shock the Lions at home?
I don't know. I don't know what they can do.
Well, last time we played the Lions, we couldn't stop the run and we could not run the football. So those things have to be reversed. We have to stop the run and we have to be able to get some kind of run game going. And
we're not gonna run the ball.
We
haven't all year.
I 100% agree with that. I have no confidence we'll be able to run the football today.
I mean, realistic things that we have to do to win the ball is or win the game. I mean, it sounds Justin Jefferson. I mean, he has to be the focal point. I don't care if he's double covered or what. Like dinks and dunks aren't going to make it. We don't got TJ Hawkinson. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. If it means Nick Mullins throws 4 interceptions again, who gives a shit? Like, this is our only chance. It's our only shot to make big plays. There's no other chance.
Yeah, Jefferson and also Addison, get him involved. I just hit those two all the time. I mean, every pass should go one of those 2 directions. Again, try to run the ball, keep it a little bit honest here or there, just so you don't always sell it for the pass. But and Nick Mullins can't. I mean, he's got to play cleaner. So he can have 1 interception, but 2, 3, 4, he can't do that.
You want us to run the ball and Nick Mullins not turn it over? Lovegas is on fantasy land.
Oh, I just said at least stick to trying to run the football, keep him a little bit honest. But we got to talk about this defense too. This defense has been god awful. I think they ranked 31st in the last 3 games. So they got to figure out how to do something here. They got to tackle. The tackle's been awfuling. The secondary has been absolutely atrocious. There's just receivers running wide open here and there. Pass rush isn't getting home either. So the defense has to step it up big time if we're going to win this game.
Well, and I mean, take into consideration these last 3 weeks or whatever, the guys who have been out. I mean, Byron Murphy's been huge since he's been out. It's been painfully huge. And he's out again. And we got Andrew Booth. I mean, defense. I don't expect the defense to turn it around today. I don't expect them to be that much better today. I expect the only chance in hell we win is if we put up a shit ton of points. But with Andrew Booth and a Caleb Evans, I don't expect this defense to be any. I expect it to be worse.
The only thing they can do is, pass rush, get home, and then, wrap up, make your tackles. Too many damn missed tackles last couple of weeks. So that's the only thing they can actually improve on. As far as the secondary, it's going to be gross.
Well, and Caleb Evans sometimes doesn't even get the chance to wrap up because goes the other way. He's he doesn't even touch him sometimes. Caleb Evans is just really ornery with him because he does do things. He does have a good game every once in a while. Purple Pocket says, get the L. Get Jaden Daniels. Here we come. If they want Jaden Daniels, they're going to get him anyways.
Yeah, regardless, they'll go up and get him.
They're not going to think that he's going to fall to him. I don't expect us to have draft picks in the first round for at least the next couple of years after.
That would suck.
But we get our quarterback. Let's go.
Yeah, and hopefully our quarterback is the guy. That is that guy that we've, that young quarterback.
Better not be McCarthy. They trade up for him or take him. I'm gonna
not interested.
I'm gonna look like that guy in the Bass Pro pool. I'm just going to cut her off.
Just nothing.
Cut that thing off.
Did you see when he was hauled through the mall naked? There was a little bit of a stub there.
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I did. Good morning, Crawl. Good to see you. Jizzer.
He likes Phoenix.
Do
you think that's a typo or do you think that's what he meant?
I don't know. Penix, yes, love me some Penix. Can't wait to watch that game tomorrow night. That's going to be beautiful. But yeah, defensively, I'm expecting the worst. We really should. I hope Danielle Hunter gets a couple sacks. I hope Harrison Smith makes a beautiful play. because this is probably his last game. Other than that, I'm expecting the worst. This is all in the offense today.
Yeah, and I believe TJ Watt got a sack last night, puts him at 18. So Hunter would need 3 sacks today to surpass him and lead the league in sacks this year.
He can do that in a
single
quarter.
He's done it in a while.
Football
so we'll
junkie,
see.
Wouldn't you rather just maybe lose by 10 or something? I mean, can't be that demoralizing. How about we lose by 10?
Well, let's hope this too. Let's hope the team looks like they're interested, looks like they care, looks like they're trying.
Great point.
Packed that thing in against the Packers. And the only person who looked like they want to be out there was Najee freaking Thompson. I'm not just saying that because I love Najee. He was the only one who wanted to play. So hopefully this team just comes back and at least tries today. Come on, this is your job. At least finish with some effort.
Well, and I mean, think about it. There's gonna be guys like Andrew Booth out there. Like, I know we're all down on Andrew Booth, and we probably should be at this point, but this is his chance. I mean, this is your moment, buddy. Go out there and make a play.
Okay,
do something. Yeah, we're best friends. We are best friends. Thank you for asking. Make a play. Lewis Seen, he's active, right? I mean, I don't expect to see him much, but if you get out there, do something. This is your chance. I don't expect him to do something and also compete for a starting job next year, but do something. You guys don't see the field very often. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Chandler, like, you want to make a case, you're going to make a good case to be number 1 back next year, but you want to cement that thing. Have a big game today. Run the fucking football. Q-Bear, you want to get re-signed on this team? Shut him down on the right side.
He has already got his spot picked out in Florida. He is retiring. He is old as shit.
Yeah, but
he's been pretty good, though.
I love him. Seam played last week and got his first tackle, I believe, his first NFL tackle.
I want to say it was damn near his first snap of the year. So good job, Lewis. It'll be interesting. And we got a lot of offseason topics coming. But as far as if Lewis Seen is even on this roster next year, will definitely be one. And I think that's a wait to. I don't think it looks good.
I certainly think T-Bass might work for the Happy Cowboy. He keeps bringing up that establishment.
Yeah, for somebody, it sounds like he's been there a lot. Let's see. What else?
I mean, there's things for players. I mean, we talked about too, but again, I think it's worth bringing up again. There's players who got stuff to play for. I mean, Justin Jefferson, can he get to 1,000? Can Jordan Addison hit that 1,000 mark? 10 touchdowns as a rookie. That would be huge. Madison, if he doesn't get a touchdown, he's the only lead back in Vikings history to never get a rushing touchdown on the season. And there's a couple other ones.
Good to see you, buddy.
Oh yeah, Dusty Ray. Yeah, and there's Evan Pace. He could get over 100 tackles this year with a decent game. So and Hunter has a chance for the sack league. So individually, there's some things to look for here too.
There absolutely is.
How about how the Vikings? I mean, you think they're going to play loose? Are they going to play with their balls on fire, not give a shit? Is KOC going to be Dan Campbell today against Dan Campbell?
No. I mean, I hope so, but I mean, why would we have any reason to expect that? I don't know. The main thing is he nailed it. Is how these guys come out. If they come out like they did last week, man, Kevin O'Connell needs to answer some serious questions in that post game. Like, what is going on with your team? Did you lose your team? Why aren't they playing hard? Like, what the hell? I mean, Hitman, being a 25-year veteran in this league, however long he's been here. I mean, for him to be able to like sit and watch that, he's just got to be like, what the F? I don't want to play with you guys. I'm retired. I'm getting the hell out of here. I mean, that's got to drive him nuts. So come out and play hard. Put your body on the line. That's what you do. And if you lose, you lose. But I don't want to see that. That was so painful.
Playing KOC, I mean, he just looks like he's out of it too. He looks pale. I mean, he's paler than you right now in press conferences.
I don't think so. He's not that
He's got
pale.
Bigger circle under his eyes than I do. I mean, he looks like our worst features put together.
Absolutely,
the guy looks like he's beaten down, rode hard, put away wet is what he looks like right now. And I think he wants the season to be over, but I don't know. Hopefully he can get some second win here and really push for a good final performance, win or lose.
Win or lose, make sure to join us for the post game a little bit before the game is actually over. We're going to be doing some One Bar and Lupagus giveaways. Hit that like button, hit that sub. Omar, Kyle Hamilton's a beast. Jordan Davis, that's what we should have took, not Kyle Hamilton.
There's a lot of good players we could have had.
Just Jordan Davis. Can you imagine Jordan Davis on this team?
I would have been very happy with Kyle Hamilton, though.
Could you imagine Jordan Davis on this team?
It would be fun. But they both
win or
would
lose,
be fun.
we booze. Lose the game, get a better draft pick. Throw half the team in the trash. Well, that's not very nice. And go absolutely batshit crazy in free agency and draft. Just draft. I mean, We need 2 big free agents. Sign 2 big-time free agents, fill in the gaps, and go to the draft. Any teams that just go buck wild in free agency, that never works.
Again, we'll talk more about it, but
I'm getting excited, man. I want to talk about it right now.
I think those both have to come on the defensive side of the football and really look at that side. There's not much there to work with.
Yeah, there's plenty to work with. That's why this offseason will be very hot and heavy with plenty of topics. You will be very sick of our faces. Lubagus, any final thoughts on this Lions-Vikings rivalry?
Well, I mean, this is probably the Vikings' last game of this season. I mean, unless something crazy happens. Again, of all the things that went wrong, what's most frustrating to me is that you had chances to actually still win football games. And I think just some poor coaching, poor execution led to you to be in this position that you're in now. And that's what makes it so damn frustrating. So I just hope this team goes out, plays hard, looks like they want to be out there, and give the Lions everything they can. Make them earn it, at least. Just make them earn it.
And just remember when we're watching this game, remember Kirby Joseph, their safety, doing the skull chant, cocky as shit in our own stadium. So, like, as legally as possible, I hope somebody lays him out today. I hope they give the ball to CJ Ham and he goes 15 yards and puts that guy on his butt cheeks, or somebody, or Justin Jefferson just torches him, because I haven't slept since I saw that. I hate that shit. I hate it. So Kirby Joseph, I'm gonna be watching him.
And it's always going to happen. I mean, we saw it with the gritty, the skull chant. Whenever you have something like that, teams go in your house and win. They're going to do that back. So you got to be ready for it. You just got to be ready for it.
No, I know. It still bugs the living shit out of me every time. I like it better when it's Sean Payton and it comes back and burns them.
Oh, don't even get me started on him.
Crampter per says chicken salad.
That's what he's drinking tonight?
I don't know. Maybe that's what he's eating. Very elderly meal for a football game. Yeah, no, I main thing is, does anybody expect us to win? No. It's all about how they play today. It's all about how they come out, do something, have one of these younger guys that haven't done shit, step up, make a play. And then just remember, there is like a 3% chance we make the playoffs. So keep that in the back of your head, even though nobody wants to think about it.
Yeah, it's possible. We'll see what happens. We'll be again here post-game, probably come on with a few minutes left in this one, I'm sure is what we normally do. So look for us then. And yeah, winners, losers, and we'll be on talking about the draft pick because that thing will be locked in tonight.
Lubagus is not thinking about that 3% chance. He is on to the draft.
Sorry, I'm not even trying to be negative. I just kind of got myself in that mentality. That's what's going to happen. So
well, I think this could be very ugly. We will see. Crazier things have happened. Join us for the post game giveaways, beers. Let's do this. Appreciate everybody hopping on. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already.
Yeah, and remember this, despite contrary belief, peacocks do actually physically mate.
Knew it.